Purl Sheet Metal is a heating and air conditioning company. We started out as a sheet metal, doing general sheet metal. And back in those days you had heat, you had sheet metal gutters, things like that.
My father began the business in 1952. When you're a child or a youngster, you go down and you sweep up and you make this and you learn how to make that. And then I graduated high school, went on to college, pursued a completely different career. Along about 10 years into that career, I kind of realized that was headed in a direction that I really didn't want to head. And my father had been kind of after me for 2 or 3 years. Why don't you give this another look? Why don't you give this another look? So I came to the realization that time was passing by, and if I was going to do anything with the family business, I better at least take a look now. And that was in 1977.
As things grew, we got into more and more into air conditioning and new construction. And
we were Carrier dealer before I got here. They were taking care of our customers like we wanted to take care of our customers. And the quality of the products that they were offering made me want to stay and be more of a Carrier dealer than we were in the past.
He's always been a very, very loyal Carrier customer and dealer. I think through the CFAT organization and those sort of programs they've had over the years has built teamwork, camaraderie, association with the other dealers around.
They always have an incredibly high respect for Mike and how he grew his business, how he treats his people. And it's evident in the success that they've had, and of course all the other dealers see that and they want to emulate it too.
Quite regularly the other dealers will call and say, hey, what do you think about this? Carrier's wanting to do this. What's your opinion on this? What do you think we ought to do? He likes to say, because he thinks he's the oldest guy around, that all the kids are calling him for advice, but I think it's just he's very well respected.
The same loyalty that Mike has to equipment, with Carrier as far as selling equipment like Carrier, he has the same loyalty to us. Most of the people here have been here a long time, and we have this kind of running joke, and it is, we don't work here for the money. If it was for the money, there's a lot of places I could go. We work here because we enjoy working here, we enjoy the team members.
We all have a good time, we all work well together. It's kind of like we're all one family.
Everybody supports you and does their job, and we have a good time. There's always great food.
These people who work for Purl Sheet Metal are the lifeblood of this company. If our people are satisfied, I know they're going to take care of our customers and clients.
I've been lucky to learn a lot of things about business and about life from Mike. One of the major things, one of the sayings that sticks in my mind is, we'll be talking about a customer problem or what we should do on a situation, and it always gets back to his saying, you never want to let profits get in the way of doing what's right.
Watching Mike and how he deals with people has an effect on you, and you want to emulate the same way that he's treating people, because you can see that that's the right way to do things.
He's very well respected as a businessman, but also personally, because he has such high standards.
We try to make the customer say, wow, I didn't expect that. As you well know, the best form of advertising is word of mouth, and I think people talk about us. We're well known in the community. We've been here since 1952, and I think people know that they can trust us.
The community has been very giving to us. They recognize his ability and the company's ability, and he just wants to give back to that.
But several years ago, the Chamber of Commerce here started a Christmas light parade. The requirement was to put Christmas lights on your vehicle. So I got the idea that, we need to find a fire truck, get some Christmas lights on that, and put it in the parade.
He has 3 engines, and the neatest part about the fire engine hobby is that it is part of his way to contribute to the community, because he uses them in quite a few different ways to distribute gifts at Christmas time, advertise the business, obviously, other charitable functions.
He's very involved with youth and has always been a part of many organizations, Campfire, Boy Scouts.
FFA, the hospital.
He's been involved in the Madera Method Wagon Train program, which they take grammar school, elementary school kids in actual covered wagons, horse-drawn covered wagons on trips through the foothills.
It is an opportunity to pass some of that history on about the California Gold Rush and following the wagon trails to 5th graders and really educating youth.
His philosophy has always been, you can't move forward until you know where you've been.
One of the things he's really good at doing is educating all of us. He takes the time to pass those skills on.
He loves to see people have the light come on as to what their capabilities are. He just likes to know that he's maybe led them in a direction that is good for them.
The next chapter for Mike, I would have to say, would be he wants to make sure that the team that's in place will continue the Purl name and continue the integrity in the community and the loyalty to the customer, the loyalty to Carrier, and to its employees.
He's very deserving of this just because of the way he's run his company and how and again, a servant leadership. He runs things by helping others succeed by serving his own company and his family and people around him.